The lights dim, the crowd rises, and a ripple of applause swells into thunder inside the Japanese arena. Tonight is no ordinary fight. Tonight, boxing history feels as though it is being written in real time. On one side stands Crison Omayao, a proud Filipino national champion, toughened by battles across the ring, a man who carries the spirit of his nation's warriors. On the other side, a young, untested professional, but already a legend whispered about in Japan. His name is Naoya Inoue. Just 19 years old, he carries the nickname The Monster, earned in the amateur ranks, feared for his speed, precision, and ruthless ability to finish fights. This is not just a debut. This is an arrival. The bell rings, and instantly, the difference is clear. Inoue is calm, surgical, measuring distance with his jab. He doesn't flinch under pressure. Omayao tries to close the gap, but every attempt is met with a stiff left, a sharp body shot, or a clean counter. The crowd feels it. This boy is not fighting like a rookie. He is commanding the ring like a champion. His footwork, his defense, his poise, it is the aura of someone destined for greatness. By the end of the opening exchanges, the story has already begun to write itself. This is no ordinary debut. This is the birth of a phenomenon. As the first round continues, Omayao presses forward, hoping to use his experience, hoping to show the young prodigy that professional boxing is unforgiving. But Inoue is unshaken. He flicks out his jab, sharp and quick, a weapon disguised as a measuring tool, but carrying the sting of authority. His right hand finds the body, digging deep into Omayao's ribs, forcing him backward. The Japanese crowd erupts with every clean connection, realizing they are seeing something extraordinary. Omayao attempts looping punches, swinging wide with the desperation of a man trying to make his presence known. But Inoue slips, blocks, pivots, always one step ahead. His balance is perfect, his timing impeccable. Then it happens, a thunderous right hand to the body. Omayao freezes, his legs betraying him, and he stumbles back with a grimace of pain. The Filipino warrior is forced to absorb punishment as Inoue swarms with composure. He does not rush wildly, he dismantles. The crowd gasps as Omayao collapses to the canvas, clutching his midsection. A body shot knockdown, rare, painful, and devastating. The referee begins the count. Omayao rises, showing the courage of a champion. But the truth is plain to see. Naoya Inoue is no debutante. He is a storm contained within a teenager's frame, and this fight is quickly becoming a showcase of destiny. When the second round begins, Omayao fights with the pride of his nation. He tries to reset, to push back against the tide. But the rhythm of the fight has already shifted entirely toward Inoue. The young Japanese prodigy stalks him, not recklessly, but with chilling calculation. Each jab stabs like lightning, each hook digs like an axe into the body. The Filipino champion tries to respond, winging shots of his own, but they find only air, slipping off Inoue's tight guard or whistling past his movement. The difference in class is becoming undeniable. Inoue's eyes never leave his target. He sees everything. He reads every twitch, every faint move Omayao makes. His defense is subtle but suffocating. A slip here, a pivot there, and then the retaliation, a cracking left hook upstairs, a right hand to the ribs, a stiff jab that snaps Omayao's head back. The crowd's energy rises with every connection. Inoue is not just boxing, he is painting violence into art. His combinations flow smoothly, upstairs and down, high and low, breaking Omayao's will one punch at a time. Even when the Filipino tries to charge forward, he runs headfirst into counters, stumbling back with the crowd roaring in approval. Inoue is dissecting his opponent like a surgeon, and with every second that ticks by, the inevitability of what's coming grows heavier in the air. By the third round, the fight feels less like a contest and more like a coronation. Inoue is relentless, but not reckless. He controls every inch of the ring, dictating pace, distance, and rhythm. Omayao, brave as he is, begins to wear the damage on his face and body. His breaths are labored, his counters desperate. The Japanese prodigy senses it. The end is near. He stalks forward with icy calm, firing a snapping jab, then digging another vicious shot to the body. Omayao winces, folding ever so slightly, and Inoue pounces. A brutal left hook lands clean on the jaw, followed by a perfectly placed right hand. Omayao's head snaps back, and he stumbles into the ropes. The arena explodes. Inoue presses, hammering combinations, never smothering his work, always measured, always cruel. Then comes the finishing blow, a short, compact left that detonates like a bomb. Omayao collapses, sprawled on the canvas, unable to rise. The referee counts, but everyone knows it is over. The clock freezes at 2 minutes and 4 seconds of round 4. Naoya Inoue, in his professional debut, has just delivered a knockout so commanding, so vicious, that the entire boxing world will remember this night. The arena erupts into thunderous applause, the sound echoing like a wave crashing against the walls of history. Naoya Inoue stands in the center of the ring, red gloves raised, not with arrogance, but with quiet certainty. The whispers of his amateur legend are no longer whispers. Tonight, they have transformed into reality. The debutant who fought like a champion has arrived, and he has done so in devastating fashion. Crison Omayao, a proud Filipino warrior, gave what he could, but he was caught in the path of destiny. The Japanese commentators, the fans, and even seasoned trainers, watching from ringside, know what they have just seen: the birth of a monster. It was not just the knockout, though it was brutal. It was the composure, the precision, the maturity of a fighter who fought as if he had already walked this path 100 times. Naoya Inoue had proven himself not only ready for the professional stage, but destined to dominate it. This was only the beginning, the opening page of a career that would one day reshape divisions, crush champions, and etch his name alongside the legends of the sport. On this night, at just 19 years old, Naoya Inoue announced to the world, the era of the monster had begun.